Hello everybody, it's vanburman here and welcome back to another, Empire, Tiger Knight Empire War. I was about to say Empire Knight Tiger War. So yes, this is going to be a replay of a battle that I filmed some time ago, and because I saved it, it must have been good. So we're going to go from that. What options do I have? At some point, I believe I've got to skip it ahead, because it does get a little bit, I'm trying to think of the word now. Tentative. There we go. That's what I want to use. So I'm a bit of a menace sometimes on the horse because I like to whack the old axe around for no apparent reason. I've got another one as well that I've saved, and I've realised actually that if you don't do anything with the replays after a certain amount of time, they expire. So you'll probably see another one of these up in the next couple of days. And there's also a few things I want to do as well. I want to show. Because I've unlocked siege mode now, so I want to show you, want to do a video on a siege mode battle, and I also want to do a video on what? Oh yeah, on the advanced PvE, Battle of Hulao Gate or Hulao Pass, whatever they're calling it. Because I can now do normal difficulty, so it's a lot longer, but it's a lot more epic, as it suggests by the name. So in this particular mode, as you may already know, one dead, one, if you get killed, that's it, you're out, which is a little bit different to how siege mode works. You basically have a timer and points, and I'm not really sure exactly how it works exactly in terms of that, in terms of if you have a finite amount of lives or not. But yeah, anyway, so that's a little bit different. You can be a bit more reckless in this one, whereas I've always found this version of Conquest mode to be quite tense, because obviously you want to make sure you're not rushing headfirst into battle and taking too many chances. Now what has actually happened here? Because it looks like we're up, but let's have a look. Oh no, we lost one each, which is okay. And for some reason I decided to go back. I can't remember what the reason for this was. Probably I felt left out. Oh no, I remember now, because I saw those guys running, going back to attack our general, which is a little bit funny, really. I mean, it's a nice idea and all, but unless you can do a huge amount of damage to him, it's not really going to do you much good. So what did I do here? Probably killed this guy because he had it coming. So yeah, one thing I don't like about it is how the general's always quite a bit bigger than in your characters. It just seems a bit unnecessary. I mean, there's no reason he can't be the same size. Ah, yeah, this guy came out with a blooming spear, and I've not really worked out how to properly parry their assault attack, because it is quite deadly. As long as they, you know, get a good aim on you, they're going to do a decent amount of damage. But I decided I didn't really want to get involved in that too much, mainly because I didn't need to. I think that was the main thing. I just really come over, just defend the general and make sure that, just halt their progress a little bit. So I applied a bandage there because I'd taken a little bit of a whack to my health. And also ran out of throwing hammers at this point, but I did actually quite enjoy the throwing hammer thing. You can get to bounce off the ground and into enemies, which is quite nice. Although the unit I use now have throwing javelins, so as far as I'm concerned, that's a bit better. See, there he is running there with his blooming spear. I did not want to get involved in that. I was really just biding my time before I decided to come in, and fortunately, I just seemed to get him at exactly the right time to cut him down. So, you know, swinging roundabouts, it happens. I went to try and kill him quite a few times, but I quite like how your men will, you know, try and stop the enemy from cutting you down. That was very much a case of biding my time and striking while the iron is hot. I do seem to have an arrow lodged through my skull, which is not... Is it through his skull? Well, an arrow through something anyway, which is not particularly useful. What did I do now? Oh yeah, decided that we should attack this particular side. As it seemed the most conducive. I generally don't get a huge amount of soldier kills or anything like that. I mean, I flitter between having really good games and... Oh no, it's through his head. Yeah. Okay. I flitter between having really good games and really bad games, so... I'm a bit surprised how an arrow to the head apparently only does a maximum of 21 damage. But, hey, what do I know? Right. So, oh yeah, no, it did get really... yeah, see, this was the thing I was saying. Because they outnumber us 3-2, and they've got all the points as well, I believe. All of the capture points. So this stage, and they've got archers raining down on us. And I'm just trying to stay out of the way of that, really, to be honest. Because the archers can shoot really, really far. I mean, like, stupidly far. So I didn't really see any way we were going to get out of it, to be honest. It seemed a bit fruitless, but, you know, you don't give up, because you never know what can happen. You know, you get a couple of lucky strikes in, a critical, and all of a sudden you've beaten one person, and then it's 1v1. So the tide of battle can change quite easily, but I can't stand those blooming archers. You know, the range numbers. See, look, just absolutely mowing down my guys with the archers there, which is a pain. Don't know whether to skip it forward a little bit because we're quite far off any action. So I'm just gonna skip it forward. We'll go 4 times. Now you see, the thing I was trying to do is make them believe that I was coming up the flanks so that they could attack down the middle, and it did actually work, because for a second, as soon as they start coming back down the middle, I was like, right, that's it, I'm going back. You know, we are not getting involved in any of that, because it was a bit of a standoff. They weren't willing to come to us. And obviously, us only having 2, we're not willing to go to them, despite the fact we probably should have done, just because obviously they're firing arrows and everything. Yeah, I think what happens is they retreat now, and then I start heading off the other way. Like once again, just to play the field, see what's happening, see what's going on, and they do. I believe they come and attack again. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, like I say, it's a longer video than it needs to be in terms of the actual action. You could probably put this down to about 3 minutes or so. Okay, here we go. So this is where they decide to attack. I mean, really, the impetus was on them, purely because of the, you know, they've got the advantage in numbers, they've got all the capture points. So really, you know, they should be all, you know, getting themselves up to full health, you know, recruiting a load of recruits from the recruitment point, and then come into attackers, because, you know, they've got the advantage in numbers, health, supplies. And yeah, looking back on this seems a bit foolhardy, because, you know, I just sort of went up against 3 of them, took quite a lot of damage, and then decided to retreat. The first strike was quite nice, but they both quickly closed in on me. I believe the guy that's got the archers probably stayed back. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, they say there's a fine line between bravery and stupidity. And yeah, that was one of my more stupid moves. Mainly because I was nowhere near sort of ready. I mean, luckily they weren't really paying much attention. And me there, I was actually trying to recruit more soldiers, but I was using the wrong flag. So just thought it'd be a good idea, just to might as well just use whatever recruitment was left. Just a couple of guys, you know, might give us something to do. And then at that point, my bandages healed, so I was able to get 80 points on my guy. And unfortunately, my guy was down for the count at this stage. But me being the hero that I am, I was like, right, that's it. I'm gonna call Wacky around the back of the head. And yeah, took him down, so that sort of leveled it up. I wanted to try and revive him, but I kept being shot at, so I tried to move my guy. I got my guys to attack in the hope that it would delay them enough that I could get my guy revived, and sort him out. They weren't very clever about it, to be honest. Like I said, I managed to cause enough distraction that I managed to get him back up again eventually. I can't remember. It does happen in a second. I promise. I promise it happens. I get a slight break. It's just so awkward when you're being shot at and you're trying to revive people, because it's obviously being targeted. There we go. Just about managed to get those 5 seconds so that I could take him down. And by the time I got to the other guy to finish him off, he killed himself. But now we're up to 2v2. And so all of a sudden, from being 3-2 up and not having any impetus at all, we now leveled it up slightly. Well, let's see, you got 41 health, 168, 98. So we're all pretty low on health, to be fair. You know, a good assault attack, you probably kill him, any of us, to be fair, with the amount of health that's left. So I think at this stage he decided to push on, and I was like, well, you know, if we go in, we go in. There's no point having any half measures about it. I really do wish he would have waited for me, though. I mean, that's what I was looking for. But anyway, we decided to have a go. I can't remember if I die up here or not. It was a really tense battle. It was very nerve-wracking right till the end. I mean, I think such is the nature of this game. You know, you only have one life and such, and it's high risk, high reward potentially. So those two, I believe, yeah, they got off and got health from the health checkpoint, but they both retreated back towards their general now. So as you can see, extremely cat and mouse in terms of what was going on here. Let me just, where's my mouse? There it is. Let's just speed this up a little bit, because as I go over here, get the health, the other guy comes, gets the health as well, the medical site. So, I mean, I think I didn't actually, not actually checked, but I presume that the other two got medical as well. Oh no, just one of them. But anyway, maybe he got medical earlier, which is why. So we're coming up against their guys with basically all of their reinforcements. I think they'd all stocked up on men. Obviously, they still had the general. So this bit was a risky maneuver. The only reason I sort of felt like it might be worth doing is because I think one of them was an archer contingent, and I thought, you know, if I get my men in there, they're, you know, going to be far more useful than the archers in hand to hand. Didn't quite work out that way. I think my men got got pretty well obliterated, but just there was a meat shield, really. My guys, unfortunately. Oh yeah, I made them cast the poison death, or whatever you want to call it, or whatever it is called. And yeah, this bit's all very cat and mouse, like just waiting for the right moment. Now, unfortunately, the archer guy was not very supportive of his teammate. See, look, he's just standing there. He didn't want to get in hand-to-hand combat. Didn't want to help him out. And 2v1, you're always struggling. Because, you know, someone can flank you or whatever. And, yeah, I think he might have even left. I don't even know. But, yeah, so he killed the other guy at the same time that I killed my dude. And yeah, I mean, they were killed outright, so it must have been a crit. I think if it's a critical hit at the end, then they die straight away. You can't revive them, something like that. Anyway, so yeah, it was a really good game, and I scored not massively highly. Like I say, I don't kill many soldiers. That's not something I seem to do. I think I'm more defensive with my men, and then I would go after the general. You know, I'm very sort of like targeting of the generals myself, but. It was a good victory. This was when I was still level 4, wasn't too far off level 15 at this point. So it was all good fun. I mean, I really am enjoying Tiger Knight, to be fair. What have I got here? Oh, coppers. So, where is my videos? I've forgotten where they are now. Vanburman, replay, there we go. So yeah, so that was the one we've just seen. This one here. And I've also got one which is City in the Flood, which is also a very interesting one as well. I can't remember what happened. I think that one was even a bit more, like a bit even better comeback than the one you've just witnessed. But I will be doing this one probably for tomorrow, the other replay, and then when I'm back, basically when I get another couple of days off, I'll also do one on the siege mode, which I really want to do, and another one on the normal epic war as well. So that'll be quite interesting. And maybe we'll do a dual mode as well. Who knows? I don't know what site mode is. Rank up, battle points to victory condition. Oh, maybe it's like not a team, it's just normal deathmatch. Anyway, yes, I would recommend going out and playing it if you haven't already. If you have any interest in this, it's a really fun game. It can be frustrating at times, don't get me wrong, and sometimes it feels like the game's against you, even when you pull off, you know, really strategically useful tactics. But I don't know. It's just one of them. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, if you want to see more of these, just let me know. Thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.